Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Got Next Gaming and Week 8 here in Madden 17 with our connected franchise, New York Jets. We are on a high here as we have beaten the Baltimore Ravens. Now we are on Week 8 here, going against the Cleveland Browns. They are 2-5 in this world, and the Jets are 4-3. Things are definitely not as they seem in the real world as they are here, of course. But we are going to jump right away into some game action. The game was really long, and it was really exciting. It was a good battle between these two teams. 78 overall to a 76. We're going to see how this will stack out and see if the Jets can actually beat a team that they're supposed to. So as we take a look at some of the defensive stats here, we can see that the Jets are pretty strong against the run and pretty good strong against the pass. We're going to show some other stats later on in the game, which doesn't make any sense according to that, but neither here nor there. Jumping into game action here, let's talk a little bit about what needs to be done here. Of course, Fitzpatrick is still our starting quarterback, and he cannot make mistakes. We cannot have turnovers, and we need to see if we can get this running game going. It has been a question all year long as we see Matt Forte sitting there waiting for the game to start. We've got to get him going and get him incorporated into this offense. So we see Ryan Fitzpatrick's stats here: 1740, 9 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Kind of like the real thing, you know? A little bit tough there, but like I said, we got to cut down on those turnovers, and we can be successful with this team. Our first play from scrimmage is going to be a pass to Jason Morrow, of all people, who is no longer on the real team, but here in our team, as he is a complete beast for us, and I don't know what we would do without him. We're going to take a look now at the Cleveland Browns defense and see how they stack up here. They got Demario Davis, who used to be a Jet, now is on the other side there, along with Paul Kruger, is a pretty good linebacker as well. And we have Joe Hayden out there, who is injury prone, but one of the premier cornerbacks in the league. So here we have a 3rd down and 4. We try to throw that ball out to Marshall, but he drops the pass as he was in coverage there and kind of double covered, bringing up a 4th down and 4. We're going to have to punt the ball away. So we take a look at the replay there, and he almost had it, but so did the cornerback. We almost threw that one right to the cornerback as he went up to get the ball. It was a little high, and then he drops it, fortunately for us. So now we'll take a look at things on the Cleveland side, and we see Robert Griffin III is still their quarterback here. That doesn't play out in the real world either, as they've had many injuries at the quarterback position. So the Browns here are going to take over, and they're going to start here from their own 35, and Griffin throws the ball over the middle, incomplete, as he cannot hook up with the receiver on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now. We'll see their offense. And we see Joe Thomas over there on the left tackle, pretty solid offensive lineman, Isaiah Crowell, and Corey Coleman, the rookie, who is not playing again in real life, but one of the better wide receivers out there. Here we're going to get a crazy play on 2nd down and 10. It's a fumble, and Jordan Jenkins, our rookie, picks it up and runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown Jets, 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 touchdown Jordan Jenkins, and that's exactly what we want to see from our defense. We need to make turnovers, force turnovers, and then capitalize on those turnovers when we can and when they present themselves, like we did right here. This is huge, folks, to take a 7-0 lead over the Cleveland Browns. So I just want to apologize to you faithful who come out every single week to watch these videos that I make and put up on YouTube. I have been a little behind. I usually get these up before the actual real game gets played, but I've been under the weather with some serious allergies this season, as they've been just kind of beating me up, and I have not been feeling well. The voice is cracking, and the head is congested, and it's just been rough. So we see that Cleveland takes over here again, and they're going to hand the ball off to Isaiah Crowell, who will run it for about 8 yards, and they kind of have our way. They had our way with us here early in the game with the running. You'll see that throughout, as I did not have an answer for the running game here for the most part. You can see, again, second play, didn't get as many as 8 yards, but he does get the 1st down and moves the chains, and we're going to have to kind of tighten things up here a little bit if we want to be successful against this offense. So 2nd down and 1 here on the 48-yard line, the Jet 48-yard line. He's going to look to throw, and he's hit as he throws. That'll be incomplete there, bringing up a 3rd down and 1, and now the defense has got to tighten up, and they got to stand and make the stop here. Crowell gets the handoff, and he runs it right up the middle. There's a huge hole there. I mean, I could have drove a truck through that one, folks, as he now has 5 carries for 29 yards, but 5.8 is the average. That is not something that this defense usually does. Usually we have the run locked down. He's going to get a 1st down and 10 here from the 42. He gets it out to Coleman, who I said was going to be dangerous. makes a spin move and does get past the first down marker to move the chains. 13 yards on that play, down to the 29-yard line. And now they are inching into our red zone. Here's a 3rd down and 6 from the 25. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw, but he is hit, and he is sacked behind the line there, way behind the line, dropping him back to 4th down and 14. Bryant gets in there and makes the sack. Gets the sack there coming around the edge as it was a strong safety blitz, and gets Robert Griffin III down to the turf to stop the drive. So hopefully we can hold them to just the field goal here. They're going to make the attempt. Looks like it's about a 45-yarder. It is up, and it is good through the uprights. Does make it there. So now the score is 7-3 here in the Jets' favor as Cleveland gets on the board. Just take over here from their own 23. 2nd down and 12. Fitzpatrick looking to throw. Throws deep, hits Amaro with one hand. He breaks a couple of tackles, spins, and he takes off. He's off to the races. Not the fastest guy on the field or the team, but he somehow gets away and is able to avoid the diving tackle there and gets into the end zone. Jets, Jets, touchdown, Jason Morrow. That puts up more points on the board for the Jets as it'll be now 14-3. Check out this replay here. He gets it, has 2 hands, gets hit, but holds on to it the 1. Gets hit again, spins, stays on his feet, and then runs down the field all the way. Something like a 77-yard touchdown pass here, folks. Unbelievable. Like I said, Jason Morrow in this game is an absolute beast. Too bad he wasn't that in real life. It would have been a wonderful thing if he could have been. So Cleveland takes over here. Griffin from the shotgun on the 2nd down and 8. Throws it right to the New York Jets. Don't know what he was looking at. Didn't even see a receiver pretty close there at all. And he throws it right into the hands of the Jets defensive back, Dion Bailey there, one of our backup safeties, who gets the interception. And then we are starting off here with great field position on the Cleveland 27. We'll get to replay there. And it guess he was trying to hit the guy who was diving there, but was completely off on the timing maybe. I'm not sure. But we get the pick, and we'll take that. 2nd down and 10 here from the 27. Fitzpatrick throws. Hits Jason Morrow, who's brought down before getting to the 1st down markers. We have a 3rd down and 3 now. Looking to throw again. Throws and hits Brandon Marshall on the cross route there and gets him into the almost inside the 10. It's at the 11-yard line and a 1st down there for the Jets. Nice catch by Brandon Marshall, who was kind of in between the zone coverage there. 2nd down and 11 here. Looking to throw again. Throws, and it's picked off, and that's exactly what we were talking about. We needed to cut down on those interceptions. We had an opportunity here, and we throw the pick down in the red zone to the Cleveland Browns, who now will take over from their own 12-yard line. And here we have Griffin from the shotgun, 2nd down and 10. Gets the snap, looks to throw. It's Coleman crossing over. 1 tackle missed. He is off to the outside. There's nobody out there. No help as he got a block from one of the other receivers. He is all the way down the field into the end zone for a touchdown. That is a touchdown for the Cleveland Browns, folks. Nice play there. 88-yard touchdown. Catch and run. Look at this throw here. He throws it, gets one man who kind of just misses the open field tackle, and then he takes off, and there was nobody catching him at that point as there was no help. He got a block on, I think it was on Gilchrist there, and he was just off to the races. So we take over here from our own 27, the 3rd down and 10. There's a flag on the play. We throw it down the field. We hit Jason Morrow on a deep pass there to move the chains, but there's a flag. We're going to have to see who this goes against. It's holding, and it looks like it's against the offense. Nick Mangold, oh my gosh, what is happening there? That's usually not what happens with Mangold. He usually doesn't have penalties like that. He's a pro ball center. So next play here, we're going to throw it again with a 3rd down and 20 right up the seam to Jason Morrow again, who gets the 1st down and brings it down to the 45-yard line. Nice play there, coming back and not letting the penalty get to us as we capitalize on a weak secondary play here by the Cleveland Browns, and we get in between that zone. So Fitzpatrick drops back, throws, and he throws another interception, this time to the former Jet Demario Davis, as he was able to cut the route on a short curl, gets in there, reads the play perfectly. We'll catch the replay. He throws it, tried to zip it in there to Amaro, but Demario Davis just kind of jumps the play, reads the ball perfectly, and picks it off from Fitzpatrick. And that's like I said, we have to cut down on those turnovers. So here we are again. The Jets defense gets into the backfield and sacks Robert Griffin III, RG3, goes down to the turf once again. This time it's Gilchrist on a free safety blitz. So we have a 3rd down and 13 here from the 49. He's getting chased down, throws while he's on the run, tries to hit his man who's going out of bounds, and it'll be incomplete there. And the Jets will take over here after the punt. You can see Fitzpatrick's numbers so far. Those 2 interceptions are probably going to be the thing that kills us the most. So he gets the 2nd down and 10 here from the 18, gets it to Decker on the cross route, who's able to pick up enough yards to get the 1st down and down to the Jet 32-yard line. We have the 13-10 lead here with 1:35 left in the half, and there'll be a timeout called here to see how we're going to play this one going down the field. So from the 46 and a 1st down and 10, Fitzpatrick throws, hits Marshall on the cross route, spins and takes off the field, gets the 1st down to the Cleveland 36-yard line, and you could see Bowles calling another timeout there, as we've got to make a game plan here to try to make sure we get into the end zone some way or get some points somehow on this drive. 3rd down and 10, we hit Decker on the curl, who gets dropped. Not enough there. He just misses that one and gets it a 4th down and 1. We're not going to go for it. We're going to try to take the points and go into halftime here with the small lead. Folk puts the kick up, and it is through the uprights. Just makes that one on the inside of the right upright there. Almost missed that one, but with 49 seconds left, the Jets now have a 16-10 lead here, and that's how we will go into the half. As we take a look at some highlights here, the Jets have the lead with some pretty great and inspiring play by some of these guys, despite Fitzpatrick's 2 turnovers. So Cleveland takes over here in the 3rd. 2nd down and 1, their handoff to Crawwell, who's able to get past that yard marker and get the 1st down, as they're getting some pretty good blocking up front there for him to break away and get a few yards. 3rd down and 8 here. Griffin looking to throw. Throws, hits his man on the curl route, but he drops the ball, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 8 from their own 46. They're going to have to punt it back to the Jets now. Taking over on the 25, handoff to Forte, who finally gets a decent run here, as he has been held in check for most of this game up to this point. Finally gets a breakaway run of 8 yards. We'll call it a breakaway because it is the most yards he's gotten so far today. So taking over here now with 2nd down and 3, 32 on the 32-yard line. Fitzpatrick from the shotgun will hand off again to Forte, who gets a nice hole on the left side and gets enough for the 1st down, moving the chains down to the 38-yard line, a 6-yard gain. He's got 7 carries for 12 yards here with 3 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a look at the offensive scoring to this point. We do have more yards than Cleveland with the same amount of plays, but they do control the clock up to this point. So from the 48, 3rd down and 1 in the I formation, we'll hand off to Forte, gets the big hole on the left side, cuts it back, and does get the 1st down. Not a lot of yards, but just enough to move the chains, and that's exactly what we want to see. Perfect run there in the perfect situation. 3rd down and 5 here from the 42 now. It's the Cleveland 42. Fitzpatrick from the shotgun drops back, has plenty of time to throw, but he is hit as he tries to pull his arm back. It's called a fumble. The Jets will pick it up, but it'll be a 4th down and 14 nonetheless, and they will be forced to punt the ball away back to Cleveland again. And we are coming down to the end of the 3rd into the 4th quarter now. We see that the Cleveland Browns have a 3rd down and 3 here on their own 30. They will hand off to Crawwell, who will fight and try to get the 1st down. Does he get enough? And it's going to be no 4th down in inches. You can see that defense points allowed, 31st rank. I don't understand that. We have one of the best defenses in the league. But anyway, Jets take over 3rd down and 7. Marshall grabs the ball, falls to the turf, moves the chains down to the 39 as the Jets take over on this possession here. 3rd down and 16. Fitzpatrick drops back, throws to Decker, crossing. Cannot get enough for the 1st down as he's brought down before that. Down to the 32-yard line, though. And it's a 4th down and 3. That was Decker's 3rd catch. So here's Fitzpatrick again with a 49-yard field goal. He's going to put this one up. Let's see if he can make it. He has the leg, and it is through the uprights. So it's another 3 points there, another field goal for Folk, bringing it to 19-10, making it a 2-possession game for the Cleveland Browns here. They will take over here. Griffin looking to throw. He gets flushed out of the pocket, chased down, throws this one deep down the field. His man goes up to catch the ball. That was Coleman, but it is knocked loose as he was hit as he tries to make the play there. And We can see that now it's a 4th down and 8, and they're going to go for it here from their own 27. They have to with 3 minutes left to play. Griffin looking to throws, hits his man again, but the ball is knocked loose as he is hit when he goes up for it. That was Josh Gordon there. Pretty good receiver in Josh Gordon as well. Was unable to hold on to the ball. The Jets now here driving down the field on the 23 now. 2nd down and 6 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the quarter. In the game, Forte will get a nice little run there to the left side to move the chains. He has 16 carries for 45 yards now with a 2.8 average. And again, that run game has just been a question mark for us. We're down to the 5-yard line here with a 3rd down and 1. And Forte gets the ball. He gets stopped, but not before getting the 1st down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a 1st down and goal here with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the game. And the Jets have the 19-10 lead. Are they going to punch it in? Or are they going to just kind of run this clock down? Looks like they're going to go for another play here. They do hand it off to Forte, who has a huge hole and just kind of jogs right into the end zone. Jets, Jets, touchdown, Matt Forte. That is 25-10 now, folks. And the Jets have a commanding lead here as they're going to give the ball back to Cleveland with just around a minute left to play here. And I think that should do it. This should be the nail in the coffin, as they say in that weird cliche that you often hear. So here is the Cleveland Browns 4th down and 10 from the 50. Griffin looking to throw, plenty of time. Tosses it up for a Hail Mary, and the ball is picked off by Miles, one of our backup free safeties there. And that will definitely do it with 8 seconds left to play. That'll do it here. That is your game, folks. And the Jets come away with a win here. And this one looked like a decisive win, 25-10, as Cleveland was not able to put up much points. And the Jet offense looked solid in this one. Not great, but definitely solid and much better than they have been, despite the fact that, like I said, Fitzpatrick still threw 2 picks and only 1 touchdown pass in the game. So we'll take a look at that final score, 25-10 once again, and the Jets improved to 5-3 as the Browns dropped 2-6, and we can see the stats between both teams. The takeaways is the big number here, 4 takeaways for the Jets, and that is huge when you're going to play these kind of games. And this is a game that we had to have. This is a team that we should beat, and we did. We see Fitzpatrick's stats, 216 yards, 60%, 1 touchdown, but those 2 interceptions again. It's going to be our doing, if anything. And there's Forte with his 51 yards. And then Jason Morrow, the beast, 5 catches for 126 yards on that 77-yard touchdown play. And that was kind of the thing. That was kind of the play that did it for us right there. It set the tone. But that's going to do it for this week, folks. Come on back next week for Week 9 with the Miami Dolphins. And again, thank you guys for sticking this out with me as I've been struggling with my voice. But I will see you around the channel. And goodbye now.